How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Dark Souls 2 walkthrough. So today we're going to make our way to the next major area of the game and make some good progress. To start, I'm going to equip a new accessory. I will take off the Ring of Steel Protection. I'm going to put on the Southern Ritual Band +1. This will allow attunement of additional spells. And the reason for this is because we picked up Sacred Oath in the previous episode, and that spell alone requires 4 slots, and I'm going to be using it for pretty much every boss here on out. So I'm going to go on and put that on. Actually, well, let's think about the order here. I'm going to keep heal on. Great heal, I should say. And then I need repair as well. So those are kind of mandatory for me. Then we'll throw on Sacred Oath, and then we have 1 slot left for Sunlight Blade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to level up attunement to get 1 more slot, enough to get 1 more slot, and then that way we can throw on Fireball and still have all of our kind of essentials on there. So as for now, Fireball is kind of getting the axe, but again, that is because Sunlight Blade takes, or rather Sacred Oath takes 4 slots to equip, which is a bit overkill. I don't know why they did that. I mean, I could understand maybe 2 slots, but 4 slots is a bit much. But anyway, it is what it is. I don't make the rules around here. So what we're going to do is we're going to warp back to the Shaded Woods, and we're going to take another fork in the road that we have not yet taken. And we're going to the next big area of the game. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to tackle this next area all in one episode or if I'm going to split it up. But I guess we'll just see how things go. So what we're doing now is we're taking the middle path here from this bonfire. We got some of these doggos that I believe can petrify you, and they ran away, but that's fine. I forgot that they do that. Try to lure us into a trap here. But little did they know, it's a trap for the hippo, not for us. So you can technically get away with the double R2. You did the heavy and then the follow-up. But you can't, if you don't do it right, or if he chooses a different attack, you can get caught in one of his attacks. So it's actually, I don't advise doing that. Just do the 1 R2. I set a really bad example there. All right. Oop. He's petrifying me. They do petrify and bleed build up. Petrify is an instant kill. And in here we get the red Tearstone Ring. I think if you're the way that this works is if I believe it's 30% health or below, it gives you an attack power boost. And it's the same that it works in Dark Souls. All right, and this is going to be a door that requires the use of the King's Ring to get past. We've seen one of these before in the Forest of the Fallen Giants, produce the symbol of the king. Well, we now have the symbol of the king. So we can do what's being asked of us. However, before we do that, we want to take out, there's an invisible hollow over here in this corner. I can hit him. There we go. I hit the wall the first time. All right, so we need to equip the ring. And I'm going to take the Bracing Knuckle Ring off. I don't want to take my Attunement Ring off because then it'll take off the spells that I had equipped, that I was able to equip by using the ring, and then we'd have to reattune our spells. So I don't want to do that. So the King's Ring. Here we go. Now it opens. Once we get through here, we can take it back off again. All right, we have reached Aldia's Keep. So I'm going to throw on my Bracing Knuckle Ring +2 to get that durability boost. All right, get the items here. There's going to be some more of the petrification dogs. All right, 10 poison throwing knives, and then we're going to get alluring skulls in the next one. Oh, make sure you don't get petrified here. All right. Got that. And then here we have a bonfire. And if you did Lucatiel's quest, she will be here and she will give you her gear, which will make the trophy pop. All right, so light the bonfire and let's have a chat with Lucatiel.
Who are you? Oh, no, forgive me. How goes your journey? I know not what you seek, but I pray for your sake. Please take the...
All right, there we go. We got her stuff and the trophy because we summoned her for 3 boss fights and followed all of her quest line.
Consider this thanks for keeping me. My name is Luke. I beg of you remember my name, for I may not. My name is... I beg of... For
so you can tell she is going crazy because of the curse. She's losing her mind, which is very sad. But it is the way that things go. All right, so this chest is a mimic. I'm actually going to pop Sacred Oath and Sunlight Blade just for the extra damage boost. Because I'm going to use overhead slams with my big hammer. And I'm just going to spam it until the mimic dies. And if you do this right, you should make it... you should kill it before it has a chance to grab you. So overhead, follow up R2, and it's gone. And this mimic, 100% chance, drops a malformed skull and dark mask. And so I'm actually going to rest at this bonfire. And it's going to respawn the dogs. I'm actually going to let the dogs kill me because there is a spot in Aldia's Keep where we need to be hollow. So I need to make myself hollow. So I'm going to let these dogs kill me real quick. If they want to. And the problem is if you die via petrification, which is what's going to happen here, the amount of hollowing that's going to take place is going to be higher than just normal hollow status. It's going to be like probably a 25% cut to our health instead of a 5 to 10% cut to our health. But I don't mind. We can use a human effigy just a bit. So now we can go over here. And to the right of these stairs, we have a fire seed, which these are pretty much useless to us unless you are choosing to use the dark pyromancy flame, which I am not. I'm just using the regular pyromancy flame. In this fountain, we have a radiant life gem that we can pick up. To the left of the door. Twilight herb. All right, so there's going to be an invasion in here. So before it happens, I'm going to go on... Oh, never mind. I was going to throw on Sacred Oath, but... Already got Aslatiel of Mira. This is actually Lucatiel's brother, I believe. She mentioned she had a brother. But he's going to get the pancake treatment. And he's going to like it. Oh, he rolled. Alright, there we go. Easy peasy. Actually, I need to get my souls back. I almost forgot to do that. So, I am going to run over by the dogs. Not going to fight them, but I am going to get my souls back. There we go. Back to where we were before. And it seems like there's something in here, like it's moving. You can't bust it open, so just go past it. And we are inside Aldia's Keep proper. There's also appears to be something in here. We cannot bust it open ourselves, but it will break open later. All right, here we've got a fading soul. We stay on the first floor. I'm going to show you some things. This we're going to light later. It's going to spawn an invader. Over here to the left, these are a bunch of developers' notes. These are not left by other players. I'm not playing online. It says pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. There's a switch. Don't you dare. Do not pull this switch. Do not do it, especially if you're going for platinum. Because if you do, you're going to to end a side quest that you're going to need to obtain a couple of spells that is required, that the spells are required for the platinum trophy. So do not open it, because if you do, you won't be able to do this quest. And in fact, if you do open it, it releases somebody who's going to go back to Majula and kill NPCs that we don't want to die. So if you do pull the switch, you're just going to have to go straight over and kill the NPC. So what happens if you pull that switch is it lets him out of his little jail cell. So this is the NPC. He's trapped behind this fog wall, but we can talk to him, and he's going to give us a quest.
Well, you're nicely hollowed. Are you tormented by memories? Now the question, are you ready for more? This contains my power. Long ago, this naive vessel of mine, the fool dreamt of bringing new forms of me, but instead, he created me. Mostly by chance. What he sought was strength. While my vessel slept, I'd find my mark, but my vessel did not approve. No, I don't have anything against humans. But how is it that you go about defining good and evil? I'm only using what the gods gave. So what say you to a spot of... If you don't, I'll leave this place and take more life. I couldn't give a fig either way.
So I'm going to say yes.
Yes, I see him. I want you to kill a merchant named Gilligan. A greedy, foul man. Is the only person who'd have such an odd nick.
Okay, so he basically has a hit list. He's giving us a list of NPCs that we need to hunt down, and he wants us to kill them and show them evidence that we killed them. But the thing is we can get these things that he's asking for without killing the NPC. So what he wants to see now is the ladder miniature from Gilligan. We purchased the ladder miniature from him, so we can show it to him. And for him, it'll be evidence that he's dead, but it doesn't really matter. He's still alive. And so we can kind of deceive him in a way, make him think these NPCs are dead, but really we just obtained the items that he's asking for via other means.
This is my thing.
All right, so for doing that, we get the dispelling ring.
Let's discuss it. I want you to kill. Your target will be Kale. While I was trapped in here, he touched me. He wore a strange helm.
All right, so he wants us to bring back the cartographer's helmet. So you could go over there now and kill him and get the helmet and bring it back. However, we will get the helmet later as part of his quest. And if you're going for platinum, you do not want to kill him, because if you do, you're going to miss out on a trophy that you get as part of the cartographer's quest. So we're going to get the helmet as part of that quest line anyways. So we're going to come back later with that, and then that'll satisfy this quest over here. So we're going to have to come back here later. But again, if you let this guy out of his cell, you're going to have to kill him, because he's going to go back to Majula and he's going to start killing NPCs himself. So do not pull that switch. Do not let him in here. Let him out of here, rather. And he will give you spells as part of this quest line. And also, I think he opens up a shop later once you do all of his steps, which we can't do all of his steps yet unless you go and kill the cartographer, which we're not going to do. We're going to fulfill the cartographer's quest and then return the helm that way. All right. So now we're going to go upstairs. And hook around to the right. This is an exploding lizard. Oh my word. And by the way, I mentioned we needed to be hollow. You need to be hollow to talk to that NPC that we just talked to. Now that we finished his kind of thing, I thought I was going to get away from that lizard in time for it, to not kill me, but oh well. It is what it is. Make myself human here. Because we've talked to that NPC, we do not need to be hollow anymore. I thought I was going to be able to back away from that lizard quickly enough, but oopsies. All right, so get back to where we were before. We were about to get to a treasure chest. At least now we have full health. And at least the lizard's gone. All right, inside of here, we have Great Magic Barrier. And in this hall, there's a bunch of mirrors. Very similar to the Looking Glass Knight. Enemies are going to pop out of some of these. And we're going to take them out. One by one. Make sure you don't spawn all of them at once. Just kind of take them one by one. And they are subject to the pancake treatment. They do have a lot of HP, though. Go. This item, large soul of a brave warrior. I think this one's got a thing as well. There's at least one more, maybe two more that come out of here. This corpse, Northern Ritual Band +2 and Petrified Dragon Bone. Northern Ritual Band increases your spell usages but decreases your HP. We have a weaker version of that ring already. Inside of this chest, we have ourselves a Bright Bug. And over here, if you're human, you can summon Sellsword Luet. So we're gonna keep going up. We got a frozen hippo over here. And we are gonna use a fragrant branch on it. And we are going to fight it. Oh, when he unfreezes, he can hit you, so I wanna lure him out here so I can get behind him. Come on, buddy. Do your sit down. No? You gonna turn around on me? Sit down. No? Maybe it's because he's on the stairs. Let's get him back up here. Get over here, buddy. Alright, now sit down. There we go. Good boy. I'm just gonna take one swing at him, because if you get greedy, take two swings, then he can we'll leave him open for attack. But here I think this should get him. Nope, it didn't get him. And as I said, almost died there. I was greedy. And I paid for it. I thought I was gonna do enough damage to get him in that go, but that ended up not being the case. But it's all good. He drops the Dragon Acolyte Mask. That's guaranteed. I'm just gonna go to the top of these stairs. You look closely, there's a moth up here. We're gonna shoot it down. And go get the loot. Okay. Go back to where we were. Now, there are statues up here. And I believe they drop divine blessings. I'm not going to use fragrant branches on them now. Now, in New Game Plus, they drop, I think it's a bonfire ascetic. And so that is a way to farm bonfire ascetics. If you level up this bonfire out there with a bonfire ascetic, you can unpetrify it and farm it. And that's a good way of doing it. All right, so we're going to pick up the Crimson Water. And we'll go ahead and fight the big basilisk. It breaks right through the cage. I don't know why it didn't bust through earlier when it saw us, but you attack it, you make it mad, and you can kill it. Best way, of course, is just to get behind it. Stay out of the smoke. There's a lot of HP. But stay behind it. Works pretty well. Well, except for that. This game has a way of making a fool of myself as soon as I say something. Alright, gonna repair our weapon here. Alright. And speaking of bonfire aesthetics, got 2 of them in here. So now we're going to light these sconces here. It says, don't you dare. If you do it, it spawns an invader. So I'm gonna use a flame butterfly. We're gonna light this one. And then get ready for hammer time. Oh, he's behind me. Oh, good roll. Good hit. He's being pesky. He is taking advantage of my slow weapon speed. There we go. I didn't time that correctly, unfortunately. Oh, we got the backstab. Look at that. Dadgummit. That's fine. Life goes on. So what I would have done is I would have lit my torch at that sconce and then come down here and lit the sconce down here. But for the sake of doing things quickly, I'm going to go on and use another flame butterfly. Doing it the way that I intended of doing it would have saved me a flame butterfly, but I'll go on and spawn the one down here and then go back up and fight the one up there. Hopefully the one up there does not come down here. We'll see. I might be doing myself dirty here, but we'll see. Hello there. Oh, that didn't knock him down. Oh. There we go. I'm gonna heal here, actually, just to be safe. And double chug that one. All right, stay down. Nope. What I should do is I should do an R1 when he gets up. So I might catch him out of his roll. All right, so there's that one. Back upstairs to the one that got me. And there's 4 of those in here. All right, now for this guy. Let's try an R1 when he gets up. Yeah, he tends to roll when he gets up. Ooh, try not to let him backstab me again. Hello. Come on. Do something. Do something. Hopefully my hammer doesn't break here. It might. Could just cast repair. Well, he's coming after me now. Ah, it broke. Dang it. Should not have chanced it. Oh well. Now I'm gonna have to go fix it. Sorry, that was not the best performance, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna fight the basilisk again. So in here, to the right, is an invisible hollow somewhere. Or to the left, rather. I said the right. I meant the left. There it is. I think. Right here? There we go. Okay, we're going to pull the plunger. And to the right, we can use a Pharaoh's lockstone. So there's like an item, and it's actually an enemy that we're gonna face later. That glow behind the painting is not an item. And we have a bunch of enemies in cages over here. Under the table, we have a radiant life gem. So in this door on the left, the Pharaoh's lockstone back here. We get it back, the one we just used. And halfway down the stairs, we have a secret door with a bonfire behind it. I need to go back to Majula and repair a hammer. That tragically bit the dust.
Huh. I'll be around if you make.
We'll probably be able to squeeze a level out of this.
Bearer and
I will put this into vigor. Get some HP. And I have decided that's going to do it for this one. We're going to split Aldia's Keep up into 2 episodes. And so we'll pick right back up next time, finish out Aldia's Keep, and move forward. So we're actually getting pretty close to the end of the base game. Relatively close. But then, of course, we still have 3 DLCs to tackle as well, and plus some extra cleanup for some of the trophies. So anyways, stay tuned, and we got some more coming your way. Until then, take care. We'll see you next time.